What's going on YouTube? It's your boy, you know the vibes, man. We back with another Division 2 video. Today's video is going to be a little different. I kind of wanted to break down a couple of things, kind of talk about the DLC, talk about where we are right now with the Battle for Brooklyn launch and where the community is. Man, I'm seeing so much negative connotation regarding the game, negative connotation regarding like what they added to the game, how much content we actually received, and what the reality actually is. So today I'm going to kind of break down a couple of things, give you guys my thoughts. A lot of people kept asking me on stream, what are your thoughts on the DLC? How do you feel about the DLC? And I told them that I would break it all down in the video because to me, I wanted to take the post and kind of watch what was going on, kind of see how everyone felt, and then give my final thoughts on the DLC after I fully played it. Now, let's dive in. This expansion, right? A year 7 expansion. They're giving us brand sets, gear sets, exotics, you know, some of the best design missions we've seen in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Brooklyn in and of itself is a thumbs up for me. Brooklyn is a thumbs up, even though some of the community feels less down. But I'm gonna set the record straight today and I'm gonna talk facts only and not opinions. Just think about the fact that they brought us to Brooklyn. That's a whole change, a whole different dynamic from DC, but they took us to Brooklyn. You know, that's where I'm from. That's where I was born and raised. But we finally get to cross that bridge into new territory. And then let's talk about the design of Brooklyn overall. Like the design is gritty, it's beautiful. It's like a fall slash, you know, going into winter. You got the leaves, you got all of the details that they put into the DLC. It's crazy, right? And they still gave it the apocalyptic look, like as if Brooklyn was ran down. You got the Brooklyn Bridge that's also broken in half, right? So we got new enemies, you know, we got new allies. Parnell is on our side now, you know, just little things like that when it comes to the story, when it comes to the cutscenes. I enjoyed all of it, especially when I was playing it through the first time, right? And as a community, as an endgame player, we've invested so much time and so much energy into this product that this expansion was kind of like an icing on the cake for me, right? So I kind of want to steer away from that narrative of this DLC sucks, and I kind of want to just talk about some of the things that I feel are great, right? Now I want to address the elephant in the room, right? Some players were expecting this to be like a complete overhaul to the game. I don't know if somebody thought this was going to be like Warlords of New York, but if you did, shame on you, right? It's a $15 expansion. It's not an all new game. It's not a new game altogether. It's an expansion. It's not a reboot. When you actually look at what we got, brand sets, gear sets, exotics, new zones, new control points, new missions, new manhunt system, all of the different additive weapons, gear brands, and name weapons, perfect talents, all these different, it's not a small update. It's really not a small update. If you take your time and play it through and go through every nook and cranny, it's about 7-8 hours of gameplay. And let's not forget, like, we're in year 7. Most live service games don't make it past year 3. Like, the devs are massive, are still giving us meaningful end game little 1-2s that deserve some type of recognition, to be honest. Like, the fact that we're still even getting a game, not even getting a game, but the fact that we're still getting a DLC means that this community still got life. I mean, let's just keep it real. Like, if you're a real Division fan or you really love playing this game or you're a part of this community, you know that this DLC matters, and it's more than just loot. It's momentum. Like, that's proof that the community still has a pulse. And the devs, I want to say they fully listening, but they hear us, right? Because if they fully listen, there'll be a lot of things that's broken, that's glitchy, that's been fixed. And I think with the size of the studio that they have, we're not realizing the amount of work that it takes, the amount of effort that is gonna take collectively to produce the kind of content that we're looking for. And they gave us variety, like they gave us new ways to play. I think the meta is gonna change, different things that we use is gonna change, different guns is changing. We got that perfect frenzy talent on the FAMAS, so like people are gonna be using that more often now. Builds to test, we got gear to grind, we got zones to clear. They stretch that. The only thing I say that people are struggling with is the season pass. It takes a very long time to get through all of that. And the goal was to make people play the game. And I realized that, like, when you don't have a lot of content, how do you keep people engaged? How do you keep people still playing the game? So you have to drag out the content. You have to make the content something that people will have to continue to play, right? When you think about all these tools that they gave us and all the things that they gave us to play, you got to look at what we have and say, is this really a bad launch? Is this really a bad DLC? And the truth is, to me, it's really not. It's really not. I mean, I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Kind of tell me about how you feel about the content. But overall, I think it's a really good launch. I think it's really good. Now, before the video ends, I definitely want to talk about the things. I'm not going to act like every single thing I like, but I am going to touch on briefly some of the things that I wish they would have left alone. Like, for example, not being able to mule characters or resource overflow. Anybody that doesn't know what resource overflow is, that's when you mule a character, you bring a character all the way through to level 40. And then once you do that, you'll have watch points that you can overflow into your resources, and then you can share them across all of your characters. So if you're capped out, you'll get an overflow with the amount of points that you receive from your new character, and they'll all go throughout all of your characters. So I kind of wish they would have left that alone. And then also some of the small little tidbits like season pass XP. The season pass never took this long to level up. I'm talking about, there's some people that have been playing it for 2 weeks now. They're on like level 40 of the season pass. So like, if you're not being intentional with the way you play the game, if you don't make sure that every single thing that you're doing is progressing your season pass will never go up. It will never go up. So those are little things that I wish never changed. OG way, where all you had to do was go up 100 levels and then you cleared the season pass. Every time you went up a shade level, your pass went up a level. And I think that original system worked, but what they realized is people were getting to level 100 on the first day that it launched, and they didn't like that. They didn't want us to be able to get through the content that quick. And then we're locking a lot of content behind certain things, which makes you have to play the game, makes you have to collaborate. We got the shepherding, right? We have all the masks for the hunters. And let's just talk about the masks really quickly. I know people was asking my stream, so I told them I'll talk about this in the video. And I don't know who might feel away about this comment or who's gonna feel attacked. I'm not sure, but I think it's important for me to say, no one's that bright, no one's that witty to figure out where all 8 masks are without being told, right? And when I tell people that, it's not a slight to the people who have dropped it or the people who have walked us through, because to be honest, without them posting it, we all would still be struggling trying to figure out how to get all the 8 masks. So I'm appreciative, but we talked about it on stream about, it's crazy how some people figured all this out, and I'm like, no, nobody figured all this out. People get early access. And when they get early access, they get a script, they get notes. This is how you can find it. And then they come back, bring it to us, they create content, and then boom, comes out on launch day, right? So that's pretty much how it goes for anybody that's not a creator, anybody that doesn't know how things go. That's a quick little breakdown for you. But like I said, if I had to rate this launch on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 7.5. I really think it's good. I think it's good for what we paid for. And I don't think they overdid it. I think they gave us just exactly what I thought we were gonna get. And honestly, I felt like they gave us a little bit more than I was expecting. So let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below, man. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button and sub for more Division 2 content. And don't forget, we're just getting started in year 7. So, stay locked in. I'll catch you guys in Brooklyn. Peace.